SoundCloud music.
Oh, it's all good, man. You can turn up the headphones. Yeah, we good right there. Or maybe a little louder. Oh, need some more snare in my headphones.
Turn me up, son.
Turn me up.
Turn me up.
All right, let's go ahead and get this show started. Take out some more. Oh.
The extended version.
I know, right? They were like, dang, I'm about to crip off this motherfucker.
I bet you something stupid.
Right?
I know, right?
Right?
You gonna come for you? The Jig Is Up podcast intro challenge. All right, and welcome back. This is the place where nothing is safe. This is episode 33
33, man.
of the Jig Is Up
Scotty Cookie.
podcast. And I'm your host, it's Marco. And I'm with...
It's your boy M-Eezi, a.k.a. M-Eezi the icon. I'm playing.
AKA the birthday boy.
Yeah,
Hey.
birthday boy over here. Welcome to the club.
Yes,
Yeah,
welcome.
The big 3-0.
Yeah, man, how
Dirty
you feel?
30. You feeling kind of dirty?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to have to take a shot. after this episode.
Literally.
Literally.
All right, and then we got here to my side.
It's your girl, Miss Nessa, AKA Blazer Mommy.
And I don't know where the fuck Kinley is,
Right.
Mr. Six Man. But hey, what's up, Adam? How you doing?
What up?
All right.
Adam, give him your a.k.a. my brother.
It's AKA a damn G, Adam G. in the building.
Adam G.
Adam
a
G.
damn G.
So
I
yeah,
like that.
Adam's here just on the whim because Kinley was supposed to be here, but he's running for mayor, talking to everybody.
Right. Shaking hands and kissing
Hashtag
babies.
Kenlin for mayor.
Hashtag Kinley for mayor. Dude, so man, we want to go ahead and get this Nothing to Safe segment started. And man, we just want to talk about thing that's been going on the internet. Teacher Bay. Hashtag Teacher Bay.
Yeah, we went from prison to the teachers at the schools. So.
So yeah, man, how it breaks down is Patricia Brown, who's also known as Paris Monroe on her social handles. She's a 4th grade teacher in Atlanta. And you were just there in Atlanta,
I
right?
was.
Yeah, yeah.
I got broads in Atlanta. Just saying.
Was she one of them?
Right.
Shit.
That's what I was
I
about
mean,
to
might
say.
as
I was
well
about
be.
Shit, if she is, you know what I mean?
She's banging.
Shit. I ain't even got it.
He
I
said
ain't
that's
even got
on
a kid,
my-
but I'll
my
be there at a
desktop.
PTA meeting pronto. Shit. But
But
anyway.
your kid is in 6th grade. You ain't got a kid.
I know.
Trying to set up a parent-teacher conference with no child.
Exactly, just like how Will was acting like he was Ashley's father in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Remember that episode?
Yeah.
Yep. I would have done some shit like that.
Every day. Every day.
All right.
Damn.
Oh man. So but
We
yeah,
gotta,
man.
we got to intro the homie though, because nobody heard him.
Oh yeah.
So introduce yourself again.
Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Adam G, also known as the Damn G, just here because Kenlin can't be found.
He's out there
We
shaking hands,
love
kissing
him, but we're not
babies.
in love with him, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, man. But yeah, man, like I said on the Nothing to Safe segment, man, Patricia Brown, aka Paris Monroe, she's been out there getting ridiculed, harassed, criticized all over the internet because of her curves. You know what I mean? I feel, in my opinion, I think she's a victim of body shaming. And they were trying to say, well, there's a double standard because they try to find this guy named, what's his name? Jamel Finner. And on social media, they would try to call him Teacher Bay because he had tattoos, he had a beard, and he was buff as shit. But
in a little kid's classroom.
but unfortunately, he's not a teacher. He's a semi-pro boxer / model / actor. So I'm sorry, ladies, to burst your bubble. He's not a Teacher Bay.
Especially with that IG name.
Yeah, with the IG name, I'm Why Girls Cheat.
Come
The
on,
fuck
bro.
out of here. Ain't no teacher in the world
on,
gonna
bro.
name himself on IG, I'm Why Girls Cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, do your thing. I know your stock risen up like a motherfucker, but come on, man. The jig is
That's
up. He ain't
funny.
no damn teacher. He was just a buff ass nigga cleaning up a a kindergarten class,
Yeah,
and
be
he took some
careful with
pictures on there. He said maybe I could get some bitches because I look all
It
sophisticated.
was funny
and
because
soft
he was
and
leaning
shit.
over a chair,
Yeah.
like he's educated. Like,
Yeah.
I teach these kids every day. Like,
You know
I
that
give them
nigga
insight.
just got weights on. He got GED on weights and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfucker.
You gotta be careful with that IG too,
That
bro.
nigga.
People get shot that way.
That nigga went to Everest in the.
He said Everest.
What are you
Everest,
doing?
nigga.
You're sitting on the
Everest,
couch.
nigga.
You're not doing anything. Go get some tattoos.
I
hit the
have
gym.
been to Concord
to
Career
Everest.
College.
Nah, actually, that nigga went to ITT Tech, even though he ain't got to pay no more student loans.
He does know he
Tech is
doesn't have
gone.
to show up to
Yeah.
class anymore, right?
Nah,
Because
he-
they went bankrupt.
Nah,
Yeah.
he went to the University of Phoenix in California.
But-
That's where he-
Because that's better.
But I just want to ask you guys, like, how do you feel about the whole teacher-based situation for Patricia Brown, what she's going through right now? Because I heard recently she's just been reprimanded for those pictures on her Instagram, and I don't think she did anything wrong. I thought, she just happened to be a very curvaceous woman.
yeah, it wasn't like she was dressing like less with her
Yeah,
ass
showing
out.
her cleavage or none
Yeah,
of that
nothing
stuff.
crazy, nothing too sexual, and then
No,
she
nothing
was
at
dressed
all.
I
like
think
a lady.
a lot of the comments the few comments that I did read, most females were talking about the one of her in the dress. They were saying that, like
that
skin
dress.
tight. That's, because it's fitting, it's form fitting. So that's the issue people had for the most part. But for the most
So
part,
the
it's
fuck
it's
what?
hate. I mean, because you can't help, if that's her body. Like, it's not like she's gonna throw some sweatpants on and a sweater every day and what's she gonna do? She's doing that to please others. Like, no, that's her body. I'm sure she goes to the gym, whether it's real or she purchased it, whatever, it's her shit. So yeah, I don't, and no one seemed to have a problem with it before
Yeah.
up until now. And I'm sure she didn't just become a damn teacher. So yeah, people are tripping.
Since when did teaching become about what you wear and not how you teach and how the kids feel and how the kids go home and they're educated and her classes come in and they're happy to see her because she supports them and takes care of
Exactly.
them?
I don't
It
know.
wasn't like a little boy said, "Mommy, my pee-pee stands up when Miss Brown
Right?
comes in." It's like, come on, man.
Right?
Sound
She's
like-
a fourth grade teacher. Now we
Yeah.
were talking about if she was a high school teacher.
Now, if
then
she
it
was
would
in
be an
high school,
issue.
it would have been a major issue.
Yeah.
Because them niggas would have been shooting their shots.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You know what I'm
prob-
saying? Especially
one of them probably would have
the
been
high
successful
school.
because you know these high school
Yeah,
teachers.
these high school students who are probably like 6'2", got a deeper ass voice and shit.
They play football.
that play
So you mean
football
hit
or
the gym?
basketball.
I just turned 13. What's your name is?
Them
I'm a
motherfuckers.
freshman.
Them motherfuckers.
Next
be the-
year.
Next year. Because those are the motherfuckers who be shooting their shot all the way
And
through.
some of them be successful.
And like I said, like I know, from last episode, I told you guys a story about Natalie. Natalie happens to be an educator herself,
Mm-hmm.
a very curvaceous
Hey,
one,
Natalie.
a very curvaceous one at that. And she was telling me some of her past experiences that she went through as an educator when she was teaching in North Carolina, or even
North
here when
Carolina.
or even here when she was subbing at a particular high school. I'm not going to name it because people might try to look for that.
Yeah.
It's safe. Don't worry. And
we said nothing is, but that is.
Just certain things have to
Certain
be
things.
safe.
Some things we have to
certain things
protect.
you have to protect. You
That's
know
what
what I
the
mean?
anonymous names for fuckers.
Yeah, and then anonymous schools too. But she was telling me that one of her, I guess, former students that she used to coach for soccer ended up graduating, right? And
Mhm.
she added him on her Instagram.
Oh no.
And then he screen captured and then passed it off to the dudes who were still in high school, and that shit spread like wildfire. And she got pulled into the principal's office about the whole situation. But they're not telling her how to like live her life or anything. It's just like, well, you gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta cut some people out because the more this shit's gonna happen, things are gonna turn up. That's what happened to her in North Carolina, and that could have been very detrimental to her teaching career.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as she moved on to back here in San Diego, when she was subbing out here in San Diego, someone found her picture on Facebook. They posted it up, and a mother of a student tried to slander her, like, "Oh, this whore teacher
Oh,
teaching,"
God.
and it's like,
stupid.
damn, like,
Like, why
first
she
of
gotta
all,
be all
one,
that?
yeah,
Like,
why she has to
damn.
be all that? Two, why can't she just have a life outside out of work, just like everyone else does? You know what I mean?
And 3, the mom that's slandering, where's her fucking pictures at? Because I know she got some.
First of all, you're a mom for a fucking reason.
Yeah, exactly.
How did your daughter or your son get here?
I slipped and fell.
That ass.
You know, someone shot up her club. So how the fuck you gonna sit here and judge another human being being human? You know, having fun or doing whatever. If she feels sexy, if she felt that she worked her ass off at the gym to show off her body, let her do it. Don't slut shame or body shame other people because of your insecurities. And I think that's where it really stems from.
Yep.
I think this whole thing stems from insecurities from other women trying to make themselves feel more, I guess, holy, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. Holy.
I get what you're saying.
But
yeah.
more, ladylike. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm more ladylike because I dress
Or like
in a
she
certain
did
way.
something.
Yeah.
By hating. I don't know.
But it's so funny because people just live in a crabs in the bucket world. Like, okay, she got reprimanded. Now what? You guys are happy? Are you going to celebrate? Like, are you going to be happy to the fact that she may possibly lose her job and her teaching career because of someone's insecurity? Like,
which meaning all that school and school loans that she had to pay for.
Yeah, she had to pay
But
for it.
even
was for
simpler than that,
nothing.
though, women have worked really, really hard to get where they're at just simply in the last 50, 60 years with the struggles that they've had to go through
Yeah.
to get to the position, to be teachers, to be seen as equals, to be able to stand up in front of children and
Right.
parents and say, I matter and I'm going to teach your children. I'm going to take that responsibility.
Yeah.
And for another woman to look at a woman and say, I'm going to judge your body as who you are and what I think of you, I think is personally wrong. We're getting away from the things that matter. You know, not enough kids go to college, graduate college, become something in their lives, and this woman is really trying hard to make that a possibility.
And for that, just for that one scenario for it to fuck up all what she worked towards, like, that's fucking petty as a roll of pennies, man.
Yeah, it's
Sucks.
hella petty. So, moral of the story is, y'all motherfuckers need to stop being petty and let these teachers be great.
Just ask out on a
Even if they
date,
want to show their,
damn.
and if
Right, if
if
you
they
swing
want to
that
show
way.
their cakes on their Instagram, it's their fucking Instagram. As long as they're not fucking around touching your kids and your students or anything like that, it shouldn't be the problem.
Yep.
All right. Now,
I got that shit off.
Oh gosh.
I'll tell you nothing is safe.
Oh gosh.
Week 1 of the NFL. God damn. Hold on. Let me just say this, man. There was a lot of competitive games. 10 games came down to 6 points or less. And 6 of those 10 games were decided by 1 to 2 points.
Yep.
Damn, that was a good week 1. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, before I have to go in, since this is a Raiders friendly podcast, let's talk about this motherfucking game. Shotty, was that a fucking game or what? Yeah, he got his thumbs up in improvement. Raider Nation, bitches! Let me
Silver
talk
and
my
black.
shit again.
Raiders.
And yes, we're from San Diego too, motherfuckers.
Just win, baby.
Raiders.
Oh,
If you don't
man.
know,
all
you
we
better
trying
ask
to do.
somebody.
Yo, this
It's not
shit was-
last year,
that
the year
game
before
was
that, or
fucking
the year
crazy,
before
though,
that.
Because I thought, I'm
Right.
like, oh shit, the Saints are whooping our ass. We couldn't stop Drew Brees. But little by little, we chipped in. We fought back. We fought hard. Jack Del Rio didn't look budged at all throughout the fourth quarter. He was cool as shit. Fucking Carr didn't give a fuck. He didn't throw no interceptions. He had a good.
I would just like to say everybody needs to Google Carr's eyes in the last game. He had a Terminator stance on the sideline waiting to get back on the field because he knew what was going to happen. He hiked that ball, that 2-point conversion. Everybody says, did he want to do it? Did they want to do it? Is it the bright call? He threw that pass in like 1.5 seconds for the win. I mean, that's
He wanted it more than anybody.
yeah. That's very impressive. Very impressive for a young quarterback. Where's Teddy Bridgewater? Walking it off somewhere.
Oh, damn. Throwing shade right there. Nah, man. Teddy Two Gloves, get well, man, because he could have had his leg amputated.
Walking it off somewhere.
Who has to have their leg amputated while throwing a pass?
I don't know, man.
Look,
Freak
I'm not
accidents
supposed to
happen,
laugh.
man.
This is bad. I need to stop laughing.
There ain't nothing to laugh about. That man.
That shit is no laughing matter. That nigga could have
not
lost
supposed
his
to-
leg, bro.
He's got a
Yeah.
pool noodle at this point.
like his. Oh my god, dude. Hey, Teddy B, get well, dude. I don't
Yeah,
wish
man.
that on
All
no
joking
man.
aside,
Aside from my
absolutely.
laughing, I'm praying for you, sir. Like,
Absolutely,
seriously.
sir. The NFL needs the competition,
But yeah,
especially at the,
like
at the
Jack Del
quarterback position.
Rio could have been the village idiot if that 2-point conversion didn't go down. He could have been the village idiot. Like, motherfuckers would have ridiculed him. But now he's looked at not necessarily as a genius, but a motherfucker with balls, homie. That was some fucking cojones. Like, damn. Who the
Scarface shit.
hell yeah. Dude, you gotta realize, dude, like, honestly, but how could you blame him? We couldn't stop Breeze for shit. We couldn't stop him. Why give him the ball back? He said, fuck this. I'm going for the knockout punch right here and there, and I'm going to throw this haymaker and put him out. And
I think one of the missing things too is that these are people. They have feelings, they have emotions. They work their butts off throughout the entire offseason. Yeah. And for the coach to say, "I believe in you. I want to go for the win because I believe in who you are and what you can do," was huge.
We're in
even
that
if
loud ass dome.
Yep.
We're in New Orleans.
Yep.
Hostile territory. And we came back and won that fucking game.
And even if it didn't work and they lost, he would still say, "I believe in you" to go out there and win the game, and that would have been huge for the whole season.
And I think this may stem and carry on, and just going to be a narrative for the rest of our season.
Yep,
I believe so. I think this is like, it's kind of like destiny. Like,
even if we have 500 yards in penalties, we will still believe in ourselves.
God damn. I told all my homies, man, it ain't silver and black without
why
the
doesn't
yellow,
Hayden
homie.
just throw his helmet at the defender at this point? Like, why does he even
and
try to
I
play
thought Hayden
defense?
made a play when he made the dude fumble and the ball rolled forward and then the Saints dude caught. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, Hayden, you made a play.
You can't even fumble right, bro. Like, who fumbles the wrong direction?
You can't
but
even force a fumble.
other than our defense being atrocious, and shout out to Bruce Irvin for making the big play in the first series. Shout out to Amari Cooper. Shout out to Jalen Rashard. Shout out to Crabtree.
Y'all forgetting the person of the game, though. Seth Roberts really
Seth
came
Roberts
through.
Is always clutch.
He had 2 receptions, the only 2 that mattered.
Exactly. Oh, we got a call.
Forget about all the other
hold on.
He called at the right time.
Yo, who's this? We got Mr. Zach here. Hey, bro, we're here talking about Week 1 football. I was just talking about how my Raiders came back and showed a lot of balls to come back and win the game.
Yeah, man, that dude Jack Del Rio got some big ass balls, bro.
His daughter posted his balls on Twitter.
Man, you playing in New Orleans, man. You know, if it went to OT, you never know how the game would have went. So
Exactly.
I like that call, you know.
Exactly.
I like that call a lot.
Man, I saw your boy Carson Wentz balling a little bit. How do you feel about Carson Wentz? Zach's an Eagles fan, y'all.
Man, hey, man, that's my ginger ninja, man.
Ginger Ninja.
I mean, like I said, I'm keeping it an even kill. He played very, very well. You know, even for a rookie, you know what I mean. I was very impressed. But
yeah, I know it's against the Browns though.
It's the Browns, but hey, man, I'll
take it.
Any day.
Take exactly.
And for the fact, we actually traded up with the Browns to get Carson Wentz because they passed up on Carson Wentz, so it was a little icing on the cake. You feel me?
Got you.
So, you know, hey, I ain't mad at it. You know,
Can't be.
That's the way it went. You feel me?
That's the way it
you
wins.
know, I ain't mad at all.
Dude, so man.
But nah, man.
Tell the world what's new with you, man. I know they haven't heard from you in a minute.
Oh man, you know, I just want to let everyone know, hey man, ain't nothing bad going on. Everything's good. I got a second job, so I've been concentrating on that. My son started the first grade a couple weeks ago. I recently just got engaged. So,
Congrats.
Congrats,
Woo!
man.
Congrats.
You know, thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, man, everything's good, man. I can't complain. Everything's going well. I wish I could be there with y'all, but please believe I'm there with y'all in spirit. I'm listening to every episode. So, you know, it's all love coming my way. Everything's good. Nothing's bad. So I can't complain right now.
That's
Positive
good to
vibes.
hear.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah, man. Positive vibes all the way around.
So the Jig is Up crew gonna invade the wedding.
Like I said, man, I'm enjoying the moment right now. I'm not saying
Gotta have a bachelor's party though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, nothing is set in stone right now. I just got engaged like less than a week ago. It's a process and everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like I said, if anything of that nature comes up, you guys will be one of the first to know, and I ain't leaving nobody out, so y'all ain't gotta worry.
That's what's up, man.
As far as like a bachelor party goes, or if there's a wedding, or if there's just like a reception or something,
Yeah.
of any sort, you know what I mean? So don't even worry, but I'm just trying to soak it all in right now, so.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
that's about it. I just want to say happy birthday to Mark.
Aw.
Thanks, G.
Welcome to the Dirty Dirty, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm 30 as fuck.
Yeah, however you want to look at it, bro. It's either going uphill or downhill from here. On how you look at
Mark
it.
is going both.
So,
I'm on my Richard Pryor. I'm going up. Which way is up? Point me the direction.
Oh,
I ain't mad at all, man. I ain't mad at all. Where's Kenlin at, man?
He over here.
Kendall couldn't make it to the studio because he was running from there, talking to everybody and shit.
Shaking hands and kissing babies, man. That's what he doing.
Okay.
Oh, here he go. He right here.
Kissing babies and all that, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
trying to be a
walked in
mayor.
right now.
He just walked in, bro.
He just walked in. He said, Kendall said, "What up? What's going on?"
Kenlin, what's up, dude?
Not much, man. How's everything going? Congrats.
He said,
Oh,
"Congrats."
thanks, man. Everything's going well. Everything's going well.
That's good.
Where's Ness at?
I'm right here.
Oh, she said she's right here.
Hey.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Hey, Ness. Hey. So, are you done with the savages?
Yeah. Yeah, there's only a few that I fuck with. I'm cool with.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, that's a really good move. I'm not mad at it at all.
Huh.
Yeah, I got it. I'm like in a. What's up?
Because, man, I'm just saying like this, man. You got some real savages with you in that room right now.
My
I
nigga.
agree.
Stick with them dudes, man. They'll take you to the promised land. They'll hey, less is more. You feel me?
I feel it.
I really mean that.
There's plenty of us.
And,
Make it double.
and I see, other than that, I see, you're pushing forward, moving in the right direction. So that's definitely what's up.
Yay.
So I just want to give kudos to you, and I know you should be finishing up school in a couple of months. So that's definitely what's up.
I appreciate that.
I see the well is not running dry for Marco right now.
There's no dry spell over there for that guy.
He is not parched at all.
And we ain't talking about that fucking 9.5 shit.
pH balance.
Oh yeah, man. I had my fair share of some hydration right now.
Yeah, okay, fool.
As Natalie would say, vitamin water. That's what she said.
You got your vitamin water. You got your aqua hydrate. You're doing it, man. That's what's up, man. It's always good to see, man.
All right, good.
So what's the topics for today? I already looked over it. What's up? You guys hit any?
Oh man, we already talked about teacher bay. You want to talk about that a little bit? Want to rehash on that a little bit?
Okay. All right. So I know Nessa, she works with kids. I work with kids too.
Yep.
Now, the way I look at it, I don't feel she's in the wrong at all, because it doesn't matter what she would have worn. You know what I mean? Even if it was too conservative. Dude, she just got curves, man. You can't hide those.
Exactly.
But I will say, you got to be careful, even, like I'm saying, even if you're not good looking and you work with children, you have to be careful on social media. You just have to. like what you say, what you do. Even though it might not be fair, it's like you gotta be careful because in this day and age, with social media and everything's at your fingertips, man, parents can find you, or if you work with high school kids, they can find you on social media. So you just gotta be very careful. You gotta, it's a slippery slope.
Hey
man.
Zach,
That's true.
are you hitting the buttons? My bad, G. Are you hitting the buttons or something? Cause I kept hearing like some dialing.
Oh, not if I did, my bad.
Oh, it's all good.
But nah, man, it's just a real slippery slope, So is she wrong for that? Nah, but she was just getting so. What do they call her? Teacher Bay or whatever?
Yeah.
Hashtag or whatever.
Yeah, hashtag teacher bay.
Yeah, I think after that she got like over like 100,000 followers.
Yo,
She
and
had
do
to put her account on
hey,
private.
did you hear about this? Well, actually, I saw it on the internet, and on Bossa they had different teacher bays, right? And I saw throughout the list, I saw a teacher bay that I recognized because that's the homie's sister,
Oh my god.
and that happened to be the homie. And I hope no, it wasn't bad. It happened to be if you live in San Diego and if you within my generation, you know that the Morelands have good genes.
Oh.
And
Did
it
you just say a
happened to
name?
be the homie Ian's sister, Chelsea Moreland, was on the boss up
Did you
list for
say a
teacher
name?
base.
Did he really just say
Nothing
first and
is
last
safe.
name?
Yeah, sorry, Ian. If you listen to-
Oh,
but
shit.
there was a funny thing about it though. The funny thing about it, Ian shared it on Facebook.
He just said
Ian
his
shared it on
name, too.
Facebook, and
He just said his name. Too.
Welcome to
Channing-
100,000 followers.
and Channing saved it too. So
Who?
It-
Channing Tatum? No.
Channing-
I was like,
her twin sister.
oh,
So-
My whole thing is it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not like they're wearing anything revealing. They just happen to be attractive women who happens to be educators. That's it.
Exactly. And like I said, people are gonna take it however they want to. So if teacher day or whatever, is she wrong for that? Nah. Like I see what she's wearing, and I guess she took off a couple of what quote unquote like I guess the school board would consider provocative photos. So I mean she's being compliant even though she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And put it on private. But like I said, it's just like when you're an educator, it's just a real slippery slope whether it's fair or not. But is she in the wrong? No. It's just people have sick and twisted minds. But as long as she doesn't take it to further step on some like Mary Kay Letourneau shit,
What?
She's good. As long as she doesn't cross the line, she's not doing anything wrong. We need to start being more mad at the teachers, male and female, that are messing with these, teenage boys or messing with.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
If it
I
was
was
high
talking
school,
about.
because she's a 4th grade teacher, what's she gonna do with a fucking 4th grader? I mean, God forbid, but
Right.
what's she really gonna do with a 4th grader? You know what I mean?
Let's go for ice cream.
I'm not mad at her at all. You can't dock her or you can't diss her for being good looking. And for like I said, whatever she will wear.
Why are we objectifying our educators, though? For real, though.
Yeah, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
shoot, man. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you wanted to. I don't know if you wanted to stick around with the other subject. What we want to talk about?
State of hip hop.
The current state of hip hop, man. I know you're a music dude.
Oh boy.
You could address it with that question about the South.
This dude,
You can address
this
that question
dude,
about
Zach
the South
is
with him.
Zach is by himself with the headphones on. By myself, headphones, one phone. All right, you keep the party going. All right, good thing I charged my phone. All right, so.
Prepared.
You might need a Mophie. You might need a Mophie soon, bro.
Oh, okay.
I might kill the battery. I might be calling every week.
Oh, snap. Call in for Zach every week.
Hey, Zach, I'm trying to bring the podcast to you, bro. I'm trying to bring the pod to you, bro. Is that cool?
M-Eezi said he's bringing. Yeah, he said it's cool. He said he wants to bring the
Yeah, I'm
pod to
trying
you.
to set up shop over there when,
Set up a little mobile Zach Rants. You know what I mean?
I'm down. But nah, we can talk about hip hop, man. Go ahead, man. And then,
Dude, so
chime in.
So yeah, man. So I know you being a part-time blogger for As We Proceed, right? So how do you feel about the current trend of like mumble rap versus lyrics? Is mumble rap just taking over the lyrical people or not? Like, or is it just a trend that's gonna die down soon?
Like I said, it's a trend, but like those trends kind of morph into something else. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, lyrics will. It just depends. Like for me, I would say I appreciate things in a lot of different genre of rap, I guess, or hip hop. I'm always in the lyrics. I steady listen to a lot of the older stuff. But mumble rap, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Future. I fuck with Gucci. I fuck with
What about Yachty?
Lil
Lil
Yachty,
Uzi Verse?
Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage.
Adam's like, who are these people?
Right, a bunch of.
What is a little Yachty?
Little Yachty.
That's when you get 3 out of 5 dice.
Yeah.
songs I fuck with from each of them. But if that's something that will live the test of time, you can go back and be like, yo, man, I really fuck with this track. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we go back in the archives.
Because I feel like
Like I said,
the top rappers, even though people is argue about saying Drake because Drake doesn't write his rhymes or Kanye doesn't write his rhymes or but I'm just saying the rappers now, there aren't mobile rappers, but they still hold the title of like the top 5 dudes who are doing it for this generation. This generation. Let me reiterate, audience. This generation.
Yeah.
That is Drake. That is Cole. That is Kendrick. No particular order.
Big Sean.
But
Wale.
none of them are mumble rappers though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're lyrical, and that's why they're still kind of relevant. They're still relevant, and they're still gonna have staying power.
Yeah.
I can't say the same for 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert,
Lil
Lil
Yachty.
Yachty.
And the
I don't know who
selling crew.
I don't know who
And
any
the
of those
selling
people
team.
are.
He has
that
a
you
squad
just
called the
named.
selling team. Like,
You know what I mean? Like
sail out into
no,
the
and no
water.
shade to them, but
Sailing.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know if they're gonna have staying power. But are they in the mount? Are they in the now? Are they in the moment? Yeah, seize the fucking moment. If they love it, why not? Keep doing it. Because you know why? I have no problem listening to these niggas. If I'm at the gym, I need to listen to some of these niggas, what they're saying, just to get
But
me
are
through
you
it.
really listening, or are you listening to the
I'm
beat?
listening to the beat. I'm listening to the beat, but the mumble lyrics will still catch on. You know what I mean? I'm at
Because
the
there's
gym.
some songs that come on at the gym where it's like, Future, are you drowning, or you're like, do you need
Oh,
help? Do you need help? Like when you get the 2 for $5 deal at Burger King, and then you try to talk to somebody on the phone. That's like Future.
Don't let Future order your food. He's gonna fuck it up every time. That's the moral of the story.
He's going to
is.
put some Xanax in your burgers and some dirty Sprite.
I got that dirty
you
Sprite.
know what it all comes down to, bro?
What's up?
We're just not high. We don't smoke. We don't.
Yeah,
drink like
I'm a
that.
straight
We're
edge,
not
man.
all
I
in.
may drink,
We're
but
not on that level.
But here's my thing.
That's
Here-
a
here's
good
my thing,
point.
though.
Future probably think he's Shakespeare.
But here's shit, bro. But here's my thing. There's people before them that did drugs too, but
Yeah.
they didn't sound like this. Like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna throw some shit out there.
Well, when you do
see
too
what
much,
happens. There's people out there
That is
in the past that done too much as well.
Oh, that ODB?
ODB.
Exactly. ODB was on that shit.
He's like, yo.
Baby,
Oh,
come
baby,
on.
I like it raw.
Baby, come on.
But he still made sense though. That's the
Yeah, he
crazy thing
did.
about it.
Well,
Well,
he rapped his
At
ass
least,
off.
at least he
I
can
don't know about-
enunciate his words.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's
He rapped
say
his
that.
ass
Put it
off.
that way.
Let's say
You know.
that.
excuse me, Future, would you like to enunciate? No, you would not.
You know who wouldn't either? That motherfucking designer. He can't even enunciate a fucking interview.
Actually, caveat, did anyone see the fact that designer got arrested 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
Who in the hell does that?
Yeah, I saw that.
You have nothing to do but lay low and have a good time with all your money and the women,
Right?
but you decide to go road raging for no reason in a place that is absolutely against everything violence.
And guns. You know what's the funny thing? Let me just stem for it because I talked to my coworker about this. I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to bring. Oh, well, I am. Well, white and black. When white folks do something kind of like do a little crime or whatnot, I'm like, hey, like let's say I have a whole bunch of Caucasian friends and they want to do something bad. I have to let them know, hey, I'm black. I can't get away with the shit you can get away with. Now, if I'm with a bunch of my homies, we're all black, and they want to do some shit, hey, let's take a step back. Realize that we're all black, and all of our black
Let's
asses.
think about this.
All of our black asses could go to jail and do some serious, harsh time for something really petty. You know what I mean? So sometimes I realize, like, okay, like, I know niggas just, I don't know. I just wish black men would realize, like, nigga, we can't afford to be doing this stupid ass shit. We're black. Point blank, period. We're black.
It's hard to believe that there's not a little voice in the back of their head like, stop, nigga. You're fucking up.
Nigga, stop. You're black.
Yeah.
Niggas get shot over nothing by the police.
Literally nothing.
Yes,
Literally nothing. And you still want to go out there and be a thug. Hey, to each his own. I'm a square, like I said before. I like freedom and pussy. So I'm trying to go to jail for nothing.
Those are two wonderful things.
So
Freedom
Can't
and
forget
pussy.
food though.
Neither of them
I mean,
are on
food is
in
good.
prison.
That
Along-
comes a
along-
close third.
Food,
you know?
freedom, and females.
and
Three
along with
Fs.
some drinking water
Well, for
too.
you, it'd be different. You change the female.
Well,
to,
yeah, I'm
you know.
for you guys. I'm saying all
You guys
Fs.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting the
you speaking
cause.
amongst us, so you have to
But yeah, man.
interject.
But
Yours.
anyway, Zach, man, what's your thoughts on Designer? Because I know it's kind of old, but yeah, what's your thoughts of Designer getting caught up with a little gun? But he he bailed out. I hope he.
That don't
learns
make
his
it
lesson.
right.
went to
He
the
was an
Gucci
idiot.
store
I mean,
after, I think
I
he
mean,
went.
I don't really have an opinion on that at all.
Hey,
It's just pure stupidity.
And there goes Designer.
Right.
and that's,
Get. You sound fucking.
I think. I think Panda, therefore I am.
I can't stand.
Isn't
y'all
there
right
three
now.
eyes in Designer?
so.
Stupid.
Hey,
Hey, but we
man.
sitting here laughing. He went
So-
triple platinum, so I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
a conversation about today's hip hop.
Yeah, man. So.
He ain't saving money. He went straight to the Gucci store
Straight to the bank.
with Tiger.
See, but
They
that's
went
the
and bought
thing.
some shit.
And I had another conspiracy too. I think the reason why, like, you see all the, the mumble trap rappers and the ignorant rappers that show off their money, make so much money, and fucking like Jimmy Iovine would throw so much money at Chief Keef and throw so much money at these niggas with self-destructive behavior because they know with the amount of all this money they're making, they ain't gonna do shit with it. He's gonna do a bunch of stupid nigga shit with the money that they're gonna be given to. Now, would they give throwing all that negative money, all that nigga money to someone like Mos Def? Fuck no, because Mos Def is gonna be like, I'm gonna do something real smart with the money to build my community. They don't want that shit to happen.
Nope.
That's why they invest money into dumbass, ignorant ass rappers. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I listen to these niggas before I
But who
go to
owns
the
these
club.
record labels, though? It's white people. White people
Yeah.
own these record labels, and they perpetuate the cycle of making people look bad. And people
Exactly.
buy that shit up. Common, where's he at? Mos Def, where's he at? There's people. KRS-One, he's been gone for 20 years because of this. Because he stands up for his people and he
And he
understands
still
there's
do
something
shows.
better.
That's why they
But
don't want
where
to
have you
invest
heard of it,
money on
though?
these niggas.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
with
hear
you on
about
that.
the
I'm with you on
story?
that.
Did you hear about the story when Bobby Shmurda went to fucking Epic Records and he performed
It's
at
on video.
Epic? well, yeah. Well, he performed at Epic Records and they were saying it looked like a damn minstrel show.
Yeah.
Like this nigga looked like he was cooning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're like, he looked like he was cooning. And they threw money on his side. And it doesn't fucking matter how much money he made because he was going to do something stupid.
yeah.
As far as now, he had pleaded guilty now.
Yeah, he got 7 years.
7 years. You know what I mean? Because they know, like, man, these niggas ain't going to do nothing with their money. They ain't going to invest their money in land. They're not going to invest their money in any business ventures and any doing well. They're not going to invest it into the communities that they could make the black community a lot stronger or the community that they're from. They're not going to do none of that shit. So let's give them all this fucking money because these dumbass niggas don't know what the fuck to do with it. And let's get someone who could just fuck them out of their money if they try to do something smart.
But they
with it.
also push the people that are there for people out of the game. I mean,
Yeah.
And you got people like Ice Cube. You got like Ice. They don't stand up. They get their money and they're happy with it. They're happy with their families. They're happy where they're at, and they don't stand up for their community. Honestly, because I mean, you got people like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
You got Common. You got Mos Def that don't care about the money. They care about the activism. They care about being there for the community.
And that's the narrative.
And they get buried.
And
they
that's
get
the
buried on the
narrative
charts.
right now with these athletes
buried in the
today,
radio
too, because they're like, well, you making $16 million a year. Why should you care about being oppressed, Colin Kaepernick? It's not the fact that he's making $16 million. You know what I mean? He's caring. He's caring about his fellow man, his fellow humans, people who look like him or darker are getting treated like shit in this country. And it's not only in this country; it's a global scale how blacks are getting treated. Like I watched a video about how Afro-Peruvians get treated out there in Peru. I seen how Brazilians get treated, blacks in Brazil get treated. I seen how fucking black people in England, Dublin, all over the fucking world. It's not just an American problem. It is a global issue. Like how in the fuck people in Africa get treated like shit by white people when white people moved to South Africa and just like took over. That it boggles my fucking mind. But besides the point is, it is that here in America we have grievances and shit that we need to get together to make this country better. But yet people still make this whole divisive things like America, love it or leave it, like we talked about in the last episode. But
I mean, it's everywhere, even in Mexico, man.
Yeah, like I can't, Mexico. I just can't. It cracks me up.
Weta,
it's
Wedo,
like,
they get treated better.
Yeah, it's just like,
the better you're treated.
It's basically, I just rather for these people to say, "Shut up, nigger." You this is America. America's a great country. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I never seen people who went from rags to riches like any other person in this country. But for them to say, "Hey, we got some shit to improve on," people are like, "Well, no, America's a great country anyway. You should just be happy that you, the rich motherfucker that's rich, fuck your poor counterparts. Fuck them. You made it. Why you should worry about them? You're getting rich." And it shouldn't be about that. It should be about, hey, we should try to make this country a little bit better. But they're going to say, no, nigger, get your ass out there in the field. Go catch that ball. Go score that touchdown.
I think you brought a good point, though. The number one issue is that they're flooding people who are not necessarily educated, who aren't cultural, and they give them a ton of money and say, go out and do what you want. And, of course, what they do is they follow rap, they follow hip-hop, they follow the next man. They do things they're not supposed to, and they're not actually – looking at each other going, we can be better. Because your point is absolutely right. Even in Asian cultures, darker skin is worse. Darker skin means you're out in the sun.
It's a global issue.
It doesn't matter. Darker skin is bad. And it's like, well, if that's the case, then you should work harder as a community.
Because, like in like East Asian countries like Korea, Japan, like
light skin is absolutely worshipped.
But if you're dark, if you're like Southeast Asian, like Laotian, Thai,
Vietnamese, Cambodian.
Yeah. What's that, Zach? Yeah, like your mom's. Yeah.
And she is tan. She is dark.
So she probably went through some discrimination within her own people, right?
Well, let's put it this way, man. My mom has been through so much hardship in my life. If I used to ask her questions when I was young, like, well, how was it over there? She would just change the subject.
Damn.
I don't really fully know her story.
That's some shit right there.
Damn.
Because it's so. Just put it like this: she lost her mom and dad by she was probably like 12, 13 years old. So she basically had to raise her brothers and sisters, and she was the first one to come over from Laos to America. So, and like you said, but back to the subject, she's very tan, she's very dark. And like you said, like, they mostly would consider that they were the ones that were out in the field, whether it's farming or, they didn't live in the city, they lived in the outskirts prior to, maybe the other Lao people that might have lived in the city that, had a better upbringing. They might have been a lighter shade, But most of the Lao people I know are pretty dark. So, it's hard to say, especially on my side, and the only reason, and I tan, surprisingly. I don't really burn in the sun, so
yeah, that's good.
I thank my mom for that.
Yeah, I've been working on my tan a little bit, going to like jogging around Lake Murray.
He sure has been jogging around everywhere.
What, shirtless, man?
Yeah, a little bit.
Partner.
Not with my partner though. I haven't jog shirtless with my partner though.
Tory Pines is the move, though.
Yeah, Tory
Yeah,
Pines.
yeah, we were supposed to do that today, man. When you said it.
Hey, Tory Pines next week though. M-Eezi.
Yeah.
Okay, Tory Pines.
next week.
I've been-
Anybody listening that's in the area, come through.
Anybody who follow
Get
me,
this
you know,
work.
anybody
Hashtag.
who follow me, I
Hashtag.
got that work last week at Tory Pines, 8.9 miles, motherfucker. Get on my level.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want some of that.
No motherfucking thing.
I am okay with not surviving the zombie apocalypse. Thank you very much.
Eat me.
You stupid.
Hey, but anyway, man, we're going to
Start with
segue.
my
Wait,
brain. Sir.
but-
No. What else?
Oh no, I was just gonna say back to music.
Oh yeah, Nessa. Yeah.
Happy birthday to Nas and
Nuh-uh. No, I'm playing.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Nas.
birthday to Nas
happy
and
birthday
me.
Nas.
Happy
Same day.
birthday.
Happy 20-year anniversary.
Happy birthday to
R.I.P.
Adam
to
G next to
Tupac.
me.
Yeah, happy
AKA
Thank you, sir.
again.
Big,
A lot of
big
a lot of
3-1.
Virgos.
A lot
It's
of
4 in
Virgos.
little peoples.
Yeah, this is Virgo season right now.
Yeah, it's
It is
Virgo
Virgos.
season, definitely.
You know.
Virgo
happy
all
birthday
day,
to my
every
stepfather.
day, even on a Wednesday.
Oh,
You know, happy
I
birthday.
didn't know he was a Virgo.
Yeah, happy birthday to my stepfather. He just turned. Well, I'm not gonna say his age.
Yeah, I was about to say. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Giving up all
You still
kinds
have
of
to face him
information.
at
But
the
happy
house.
birthday to him, and happy birthday and rest in peace to Amy Winehouse as well.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday to Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
Man.
Who else? Who's another Virgo?
Ludacris.
there's
Adam
all-
Sandler's birthday is
Adam
coming up.
Sandler.
Ludacris, right?
Ludacris.
Yeah. Go chill with the
Yeah.
Virgo. Remember that song?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that
Dougie-
song.
Dougie-
Yeah.
That
Dougie
song
Fresh.
was dope.
Dougie
Yeah,
Fresh.
Dougie
Yeah.
He's on the
Fresh.
song too.
Yeah.
I
So
Spitting literally.
Damn, all the best people are born this month.
I mean, I don't know about all that.
I mean, we got Michael
I
Jackson,
mean-
Beyonce. so,
I think
you
this
know.
table
It's
is
up-
accurately segregated.
it's up for debate. We got a Taurus, an Aquarius, 2 Virgos, and a Pisces. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead because I know we gotta move things a little bit forward. Zach, are you ready for the next subject? Dating in 2016. All right, because Nessa has some Q&As
For the fellas.
for the fellas. Because Nessa, how did this come about?
I don't know, man. I mean,
I remember in the group text.
there he goes.
Dang. Blast.
on.
We all blast. Nothing
Talib
is safe.
Kweli.
Hey, gotta do it. You gotta get people engaged. So
Alright,
from the group text, Nessa was feeling her ways.
I was feeling some type of way.
She was feeling some type of way.
There's a lot of
She-
heat
she
coming
was-
from that seat over there.
but I'm gonna let her finish it because I just had to warm it up, and I'm gonna let her finish
He
it.
warmed it up, all right.
Sure did.
You feel some kind of way? Go
Just
ahead.
go for another run
Come
already.
on.
Yeah, she feels some kind of. She
No,
feels some
I
kind
was
of way.
feeling some kind of way. You
Like
know,
she
just
does right
feeling
now?
a little unappreciated, but it's all good. Shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not funny, but the thing is, like, apparently I'm not the only one that's been going through it. Just being in little group chats with some of
Uh-huh.
the girls and just being on social media. You
That's
know,
right. Gotta
I've been-
relate.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I left the Savage group, but I'm also
R.I.P.
part of another group that
Pure Zach, he said, what?
I'm also part of another group on Facebook, but with that one, I was already in it, but now I've been more active on that since I left the Savage group. No, no, but this one's a positive one though. Like this one's actually it's a cool one. It's like we like empower people. We post a lot. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've been posting lately, I also post in the group.
Are there
So
any
shit like
beards?
that. There's some people with beards, yes, but I
Ain't
mean,
nothing positive when it comes to beards.
you stupid. Oh, really? Because he growing his out. Apparently.
You don't have one right now.
Yeah, he
That
growing
doesn't
it out because
count.
he's getting it really. You know, he's getting his nutrients and stuff now. You see
He's
it growing.
fertilizing his beard.
Definitely. So
That's just
anywho,
awful. Y'all are wrong.
So I did a little Q&A. I did a little Q&A and all my little social media outlets minus Snap because I forgot. So I have something from the women and also from men, but I'm gonna start with the women.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Hey, ladies.
So
Okay,
let me ask you guys this. How do you guys feel? This is the first question. How do you guys feel about women who pull up on you? Like you guys get into a little argument, you know, and then the lady decides to pull up on you. Is it like, do you guys think she's crazy for it, or do you guys or is it like a turnoff when a girl does that?
define
From
what
experience,
like,
Mark.
What happens after she pulls up? Is it something negative or something?
You
What-
guys just got in an argument. You
Uh-huh.
hung up on
Argument.
her or something,
Uh-huh.
and she mad, so she pulls up to your house. Most of the
Yeah,
time,
nobody likes that shit. Are
that
you
was
kidding
okay.
me?
So that's what I wanted. That's
Hello?
what people want
Yes,
to know.
911. Hello?
You come to my house?
No, I'm
just
totally
hung up
white.
on you. What
I'm
you
white.
doing
Yes.
here?
Oh, you're already here.
Hey, that's real.
Yes, Adam is white. Everybody.
Just in case you know.
I'm mixed-Anese.
Yeah.
So for the most part, men don't like that. when
Hell
women
no.
pull up.
Oh,
I think in this day and
That's some
age,
scary
with
shit.
all the forms of communication, rolling up to someone's house is a little bit too premeditated.
Especially
I mean,
using the words of baby. Pull up. Like,
pull up queens are very, very unpredictable and dangerous.
yes.
Don't be a pull up queen.
It
I'm
go-
a
it
pull-up
goes
queen.
hand in hand with the
I'm
trunk
not gonna
pop.
front. I'm a
she's
pull up
being
queen.
real
Oh,
honest.
shit, that-
So if you so if you got hung up on, a little
I actually
argument,
did that.
and you pulled
Oh,
up on somebody.
shit.
Yes, that I will do
What was supposed to
because
happen
Why can't
after
you wait till the
that?
next
Okay,
day?
because-
Starbucks in the morning,
No.
talk it
There's
out.
nothing
Because
good
okay,
after that.
listen.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to board up
actually,
my
it is,
windows,
it
you know,
is.
because I'm thinking.
Look,
you might-
wait, hold on. I know where you're going, but I'm just saying, like, it escalates before it gets to that. Like, what?
Like, why do we go to 0 to 100 real quick? Like, why can't we discuss
said
this in
it.
another medium?
Because
yeah,
with
explain.
men, you guys like to keep things bottled up inside. If you guys are upset, don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking talk to me. That's how you guys handle it. As
Mhm.
females, as women, we want to handle it right then and there. So when you guys hang up in our face, it's like, nah, we have unfinished business. We gonna finish this right now,
can't
and so
say-
we pull up.
Y'all handle it right
But
then and
but
there,
the
'cause
thing
when
is,
the argument, when we having an argument, women cut it off. It's over. Stop it. Stop arguing.
not from my
What the
experience.
fuck?
What?
Nigga, not from
Who?
my experience.
From-
nigga.
okay, well, I'm gonna speak on my
Yeah,
experience.
speak on your experience.
Cause I like to end it here and there. Like, we'll go back and forth all day, but she don't want to go all day, so she'll tell me to stop arguing.
Nigga, you're fortunate.
Right?
I'm just not that nigga to argue with. That's all that is.
I want to say that. I want to say this. Personal experience is one thing, but in generalities, most men who hang up on women, if you can't have a conversation with a woman, and most men think they're Billy, badass, they're bigger, they're better, they're faster, they're stronger, they are the man. You can listen to what a woman has to say, no matter how mad she is or how much she raises her voice. To hang up on a woman is disrespectful, and if it pisses her off to a
Yes.
point
Well-
where she
well-
gives up to you,
Well, this
then
is
you
my,
really the bitch.
This is my thing to that though.
I'm gonna be
Wait,
point
wait,
blank.
wait,
You got women pulling up to your house because you
I'm just-
can't communicate.
Well,
what
this-
the
Yes,
hell is wrong
communication
with
is
Check it out.
you?
key.
Check it out.
Oh,
Wait,
I like
You
this.
can't even
I
say
like
how
this.
you feel.
Let me say this.
You
Let
have
me- let me
one
tell you.
job.
You hear this,
I
ladies?
feel
She
sad.
got one job.
I feel sad. I stubbed my toe.
You
Someone
should.
cut me off.
You should feel sad.
There was nothing in the vending machine today at work.
There's
You
reason.
can say what's wrong,
There's
but then
reason
Oh,
for them to
man.
get hung up on. You
Press
know
the
why?
wrong button.
You know
I'll
why?
put it
You
this
know
way.
why they get hung
I
up
ain't
on?
never gonna hang up
Wait,
on
why-
a woman.
why
Let
they-
me tell you why
Go.
they get hung up on.
Why?
Because they want you to listen, but they don't listen.
So shit, say something that matters then.
They not gonna listen.
That's not true.
It's in one ear and out the other.
They
they'll,
both-
they'll tell you to your face, yeah, I'm listening.
So it sounds like
Blah,
you had
blah,
a bad
blah,
experience.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sounds like you had a bad experience.
Put an S at the
I'm
end
gonna
of that.
tell you the truth.
And then I can tell you everybody can relate. Every guy can relate
I'm
to
gonna,
that.
I'm gonna tell. From my personal experience, the only time a woman has a problem is when you say you're gonna do something and
Yes.
you don't do it.
Yes.
And if you're not gonna,
That's
and
my
if you're,
shit.
and if you're not gonna do it, then stand up and be a man about it. Don't bullshit. Don't hang up. Don't make her come to her house. Come to her house and say you're sorry with flowers, some chocolates, and a whole lot of dick. Why is that so hard? You spent $14.99 at CVS because you can't even go
Stupid.
somewhere that matters, and she's still happy. And you
Really?
can't even do
Really?
that because you can only click.
Let me ask you this.
Now the police are
me
involved.
ask
Your
you-
mom is mad. Why does it have to go to that
Let
level?
me ask you this. So
Do you
when
need
she
a hug?
fucks Up, so when she fucks up, and they do, what happens with that argument? Is there even an argument?
Well, honestly,
Does she turn it around and it's your fault?
but when you say mess up, it's because you haven't laid down the ground rules,
Nah,
and there's
nah,
ground
nah,
rules.
nah,
go
nah,
play.
nah.
Okay, give me an example. Give me an
There-
example
there's
of a
nothing
fuck
like
up.
that,
Give me a
bro.
personal example. Personal example. What did you get pissed off at that a woman did?
I
to
didn't
you?
get pissed off. I just gave her perspective. Like, say, like you said, say I fucked up.
Okay.
And I forgot like something. Now, later on, she forgets some shit.
hmm
But I'd be like, it's cool, it's whatever.
That's your mess up right there.
No. This is what I'm saying.
She just said
I
you
get-
bottle stuff inside and you
No,
keep
no.
it to yourself.
No,
I'm
this is
gonna
what I'm
let
saying.
you
It
go.
doesn't bother me.
Okay.
But when I give her shit about it, it's a big ass problem. It's like, wait a minute. Why is it a big problem
Well, I'll tell you the two reasons for that. One is if you don't do what you're supposed to do, and then you come back and say that you're supposed to do something, you're never gonna get anybody to do that.
So why would you?
If you
why
throw
would you
trash on
complain
the
about
side of
something
the
if you can't
can and
lead
then
by
tell,
example?
well, because you have to do both things. You have to be the bigger man. You have to be able to lead by example.
So
If you throw
so you-
trash by the side of the trash can and then get mad because she does it too, you have no ability to say shit to her. I'm just saying you can't do the same thing that she does, or if she does it.
I think playing for tit for tat is very dangerous, especially when it
That's
comes to
how
arguing
women
with
get
women.
mad. That's how dudes get mad.
I learned that as a very valuable experience from my past relationship.
Thank you, Marcus.
Well, but the thing is, with women,
Yeah.
it's like when I want to end an argument, that's when she presses on, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Like,
Yes.
and the fact is that
Yep.
I lived with her. You know what I mean? I can't like, I couldn't just hang up. You know what I mean?
I think that
I had to like walk out and walk away and leave. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
And they don't like that shit. Don't go for a walk.
Yeah, don't go
They
for a
hate
walk.
that
But
shit.
the
Unless
thing
you're
is,
going
it's like,
forever.
but that's the thing.
They really hate that
but,
shit.
but ladies, you have to understand this. If a guy hangs up, don't pull up. Let him get his thoughts together before you guys come up with another argument. He needs to cool off. He's a man. He has testosterone.
Cool off is what
He
it
needs
is.
to cool off. You know what I mean? You need to cool off. Both parties need to cool off. If he hangs up on you, you know what? Someone's gonna have to be the better person. Regardless of the gender, someone's gonna have to realize, like, okay,
AKA
let me-
the guy.
yeah,
see,
but
for
mainly
sure,
the guy.
for sure.
Better
But
person.
if the guy, before he hangs up on the girl, if he says the words certain in along the lines of, "Hey, I don't want to argue. Can we talk about this later?"
They don't like
And then
that
she
shit,
and
though.
she,
We
but she
don't.
don't,
We
she
do
don't like
not
this
like
shit. But
that.
you
They don't
have
like
to
that shit.
respect it, because the fact is that the man needs to have his thoughts together, because he don't want to say any shit that he's going to regret.
Men
later
generally
on.
come from a logical standpoint. Women are
Come
very
from
emotional, and that's not to say that there's anything wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
just there's two different perceptions. A man can say, "I did this because of this reason," and she said, "You've hurt me, and I'm hurt." And a guy says, "Okay, click." And then it immediately sets them off. We have to understand as men too, though, that what we do actually matters.
Yeah.
And just because you say that you didn't mean to, that doesn't take away how she
of a
feels.
guy, because I think from what I've learned is like what a woman's feeling should matters. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you could come from a logical standpoint. It could be perfectly fine to you, but to her, it's disrespectful. If she
Like-
said,
like when I'm
because
talking about
because
leaving.
yeah, because
Babe,
if you say
we're
if you said
upset.
something like
Let me go for a walk,
yeah,
Would you click on your mama?
and she'll be.
Then why treat another
Don't-
woman that you're trying to have
look,
kids
wait,
with,
don't-
be
you shouldn't
married?
ask certain questions like that.
I apologize.
Some
I don't
people-
know your
some
relationship
people
with
be
your
like-
mama.
Yeah, some people like, yeah, with the quickness, like, but you know, like
You
some of us-
too.
Some of us respect our mothers.
Yeah.
And some of us,
I'm-
and we also respect our women. So you know, like I was saying, you know, to logically explain to them, hey, we're both upset. Let me go for a walk and cool off.
yeah,
They
exactly.
ain't trying to hear that shit. Like you said, they're in
But they're
their
not trying to hear
emotions.
it.
It's like,
They're
fuck
emotional.
that,
You
I'm
have
hurt.
to address their emotional needs right now, right then and there. If you don't, you're not addressing. Yeah, you're not addressing their emotional needs right there. Therefore, it means that you're neglecting them.
I think what can
emotionally.
really
So-
help, though, and at least has helped me in my own personal life, is being able to understand what the underlying reason is. It's not what you did. It's not how you said it. There's something else behind it that really
At
matters.
the end of the day, it's how you made the woman feel.
Yep.
At the end of the day, how you made her feel. Guys, we have to be aware of that. But ladies, at the same time, this is a two-way street. This is a relationship. Men are not in a relationship by themselves.
It's never a
nor
two-way street, man.
or-
No.
nor a woman is in a relationship with herself. So both sides have to come to an agreement. Like, okay, this nigga's mad. I'm mad. Someone has to have, you know what I mean? Despite all the genetic and all that estrogen and testosterone, energy, feminine, masculine, someone's going to have to come to realize, like, okay, we're going to need a break. We're going to need to talk it out when we have cooler heads, because cooler heads prevail. If you guys keep the intensity when it's already hot, some shit's going to happen. You're going to say some words that you're going to regret. Some shit's going to get broken. You're going to have to call the police. Someone's going to get a restraining order.
Somebody might get hit.
Someone's going to
Shit.
get hit. So that's
Not
what
saying
I'm
I
saying.
do that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So if a dude hangs
I do
up
not
on
do
you,
that.
ladies, don't take it too
I
personally.
have a quick
This
question.
nigga just
see.
don't want to.
They don't like
He don't
that
want to
shit.
argue. I know you don't like it. I know it may sound misogynistic, but
Look.
please,
Nah,
please, don't-
fellas, Just don't
I,
hang up.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a-
don't hang up.
let
on
him, let him
that.
okay.
go off.
Do you know what?
Let him go
Put her
off.
on speaker
Yeah.
and hit the mute button.
You suck.
And play your 2K.
I have a-
All right, fuck
Don't,
it.
wait, hold up. Don't do that.
I got
Cause they
a.
gonna say it over the phone.
And then she gonna say it over the phone. And next thing you know, she's gonna hit you with the question, did you just listen to what I just said?
Oh hell no.
And if you get it wrong, you're fucked.
you're done.
I have a
You're
question
done.
for the only lady in the room. Do you feel that when you get to that point where you pull up, it's because that's the first time that's ever happened, or the first time that's ever been a discussion, or is it generally because it's a common problem that keeps rearing its ugly head?
Yes, the second, the second part.
So therefore, when you do something, generally, I can just go off what she said. She comes to you and she says, "Don't do that. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I feel underappreciated." But then a man goes off and does the same thing again. So there has to be a certain point where it's not like, let me cool off. It's that, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you the 6 times you told me
Right?
before
Yeah.
that.
Thank
But,
you.
but at the same time, do you listen to the man when he says, I don't feel like talking about this right now. Can we talk about this later? If he respectfully said, I just want
So
to withdraw from this conversation at this moment so I can cool off and get my head together. Do you
When-
give that man a chance
Yeah, go ahead and answer
to figure it
After the
out?
6th time, I wouldn't.
Like, how would you feel? Like, if he gave you like, Nessa, damn it, Nessa, I don't want to talk about this shit.
that.
Hold on.
Is that a reenactment?
Pulling out of my
That-
acting bag.
That has happened.
That has happened, right?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
because like I said, we want to talk about it right then and there, but then eventually when it's a situation where it's happened multiple times.
Yeah, tempers
That's
are
when-
flaring.
Yeah,
It's
that's too
crazy.
Yeah.
This shit is nebulous.
I turn
we
into
don't-
like
we don't
a
have
ninja.
a
Like I get super silent. If
yeah.
I
We
get
don't.
hung
Yeah,
up on
you
like
get
that
like yeah.
stuff,
You
I just
you
fall
just-
off the
yeah.
earth. Like, where you been at? Same place I was at. Where you been at? You hung up on me, so
Well, I mean, we
it's
don't
bad.
have a
It's
clear
bad.
cut.
I know.
I don't think we had a clear cut answer for this question. But it was a good
It
discussion.
doesn't
Agree to
matter. Like
disagree.
Adam's answer for everything.
Look,
Forget
man,
y'all.
look, Adam is just
I'm
being
biased.
politically correct right now.
I just recently got married, so I'm the biggest bitch in this room right now. So don't listen to me, y'all.
So well,
Fight.
dudes.
Fight.
He's
there
having
you
Yes,
have
he's
it.
having
fight,
an
fight.
underwear sandwich.
Okay.
Fight for your relationship. By
Yeah,
all
like,
means
but
necessary.
this means being the bigger person.
But
Swallowing
that's
that
for real
pride.
though. But be the bigger person all the way through.
Because you have to address the reason why you're arguing. If
How
that
can you-
shit
Yeah.
is dumb.
Don't
Don't do nothing.
But the thing is, like, we can't say, because I know, like, usually it's like, man, we're arguing over nothing, over little shit.
Well, that's
To us,
because it's
it
off
may
of
be-
pride. It's
yeah,
some prideful
all
shit. Like,
for men,
most of the
it
time.
could be little shit.
women too, though.
But the thing is, for a woman, it's a big thing because this is how she feels and this is how strong she feels about
And
it.
she wants you
And
to
for
follow
me
it.
to call it little to her
oh yeah.
will
Don't
piss
do
her
that.
off
Don't
even
do that.
more.
But
So
it's
that's
the
the-
same. It's the same. Well, I can only speak for myself. It's the same if I hear that too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm trying to talk to her about something serious, she say, "Why are you tripping off that little stuff?" It's like
Do not squeeze the toothpaste from the middle of the tube. Roll it up from the bottom.
true story.
That real shit.
How dare you?
Sorry.
How
And-
dare you?
and make sure you just leave the seat down too.
Please.
Nah,
Well,
let her-
I squat anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
like
what
that.
toilet I'm on. I will squat over.
even at your own house.
Even in my house.
Mm.
What if you was okay? What if you lived in your own place? Would you still squat?
That it's just a habit of mine. The only time I actually sit on it. Okay, we're
She
going
is
off.
good for camping.
Well, anyway, what's the other question?
There's a lot of questions. I don't
All right,
know
Let's
if
go.
we
Yeah,
have
let's hit
time.
another one.
I don't
pick,
feel
pick
we-
out
Another
a couple of ones because I know we gotta. I know we're gonna have to.
We kind of like
We
went over it.
we segued into how people can't talk.
Yeah, because we went to the dating topic.
We on the time constraints, my brother.
Oh, my bad.
That's
My
all.
bad.
I mean, if you want, we could part 2 it. I don't know. It's
We're
up
gonna
to
have
Marco.
to because there's a lot of questions that I got.
Okay. All right. Hey, Shawty, how we looking, bro? Oh. 10:20. All right.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
you know what that means.
10:20. Yeah, that means we have to go.
Wrap it
No,
up.
let's get a quick one in there. Cause I know.
Yeah, do one more.
Just do one more. We get a quick one, and we'll get up out of here.
All right, we'll do part 2, but right now I'm gonna go with the next one. How do you guys feel about women that do the approaching, aka hunters?
Hunters. I didn't even know there was a name for them. Shout out to all the hunters because sometimes niggas are too shy to go out there.
Please
and do
just
some
pop
hunting.
flares in the club, and I
All you
will
got-
come
Marco,
to you.
All you gotta do is go to New York, go to Atlanta.
Yep,
Arizona,
New York,
Arizona
New York,
females be
they'll go to
coming
you.
to the dudes.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna go to
Already know.
Arizona. Yeah.
They went up to my dad.
No, look, when we was
Oh.
at City College, there was a Harlem chick that pressed me. Like,
Yep.
I was like, hello.
What up, B?
Well, I mean, for me,
I'm
my
trying to
answer
kick
is
his
to
son.
each his own because some men love being the hunters and some men like being the prey. I guess.
Yeah.
And because the
And
men
that
who
can
like
actually
the
elevate
men
to
who
a
like being
problem
the
with
prey
guys.
usually are nervous about getting rejection, dealing with the rejection, and dealing with approach anxiety because they just don't want to get rejected. So they want to make sure that the girl likes him, and then that's when he will, be sure to make his
Yeah.
moves.
Getting shot down must really hurt for them.
Yeah. So that's all. That's my quick answer for that. What about you guys?
I think
Well,
the-
you're
Well, I'll be completely honest. I think women should be more proactive because they always want to talk about the guys that approach them or how they're treated, but yet they don't go after what they want.
Exactly.
It's 2016.
And we talked about
Ooh,
that
did he
LOA.
just-
Remember
he just
that?
spot on that shit?
I
Oh,
fucks with Adam.
nigga.
There's nothing worse than hearing that a woman wanted to approach you and she couldn't, and then you went off and done got married.
This nigga.
Oh man, another married millennial in the house. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
I was gonna say another. I was like, oh yeah,
Zach is
Zach.
engaged.
Yeah.
All
Congrats,
the white guys.
congrats,
get married.
Zach.
All the
Congrats.
white guys.
Oh, white guys. Get married.
Dan tied the knot.
Apparently, we're a hot commodity.
White privilege.
I guess you can say they're men of their words.
Yeah, the men of their words.
What
Use
what
your
about you?
words.
What about you?
M-Eezi, man? I like both.
You like
I
both?
like the chase and being chased because I'm not being chased. They
Oh,
shoot
you're
their
not?
shot. Yeah. I get the
Alright.
rebound, you know?
Okay.
Oh.
So Nessa, what's your takes on hunters? Well, should it be huntress? Because
Well, I
they're
would say,
women?
like, some guys don't like being, like girls approaching them because
it doesn't make them feel
it's some,
masculine.
some insecure shit. Like, I'm supposed to holler at you. What are you doing? Like,
Mhm.
I wear the drawers.
God.
I wear the dress.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Shoot.
I mean, me personally, y'all know where I stand. You guys know that I don't do the hunting.
Mhm.
Because of my fear of rejection. Huh? What do you say?
What's that, Zach?
Don't even lie.
Don't even lie.
Don't
No,
even
you
lie.
do not.
No, you do
Oh,
not.
see?
Oh, yeah, no, you do not.
Yeah, y'all seen how I reacted when I finally,
We
you
talked
know,
about it.
yeah, it doesn't work for me. I don't feel comfortable. I know I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, but that's something that I don't play with.
But hey,
so.
you gotta remember when you go after the guy that you want, at least you're going after the guy that you want.
That's true.
Instead of waiting on the guy that you want to come and approach you because that may not ever happen. So
That's true.
And we can say, because we guys, we shoot our shots day in and day out.
yeah,
Your chances a little bit more than ours, you know?
yeah, because you got something between your legs that every guy always look
Us
for.
guys, we're,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be situational or nothing. If you just talk to us
yeah,
in the grocery store and we look like shit, we'll still be like, hey, how you doing?
yeah.
Like, oh my God, somebody cares about me.
Yeah.
Oh wow, someone actually looked at me.
Hey, she's a female.
Y'all are dumb.
Zoink.
But anyway, man, I know we've been here for a while, man. Hey Zach, any thoughts about women approaching guys? How do you feel about that?
I'm all for it, man.
All for it.
I think it'll make the world a better place.
Back in the day, shit, I was like, dude, thank God.
Said,
It
"Thank
is
God."
2016.
I like it both ways, but it's like, oh shit, I'm kind of relieved. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn, I don't, because I mean,
Half the battle's won for you right there.
Yeah, the battle's won for you, and then and then in a way, it's like how I look at it is like you kind of have the upper hand.
Because the ball's in your court?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I was
She
saying.
went after you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, 'cause sometimes when you like really get at a female, like she might give you play, but then in the back of your mind you be like, dude, am I feeling her more than she's feeling me?
Ooh.
If she got at you, it's kind of like, okay, she's feeling me. So it's like, I don't know. I like it both ways, man. You know, but there's always those moments, you know, when you're feeling froggy, you're like, dude, I'm just gonna like talk to. If I see a chick, I'm just gonna talk to her. And there's some days you're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But if if she's doing all that, coming up to you like, hey, you know what I mean? And especially if you were already kind of eyeing her too, but then she takes the extra miles, and it's kind of like cool. But I like it both ways. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay, I got a question for you, Zach. Does it depend on how she does it?
All right, what's up?
Does it depend on how she
Is
does it?
she like, what if she's too forward?
Well, I don't want her
Good
to
game.
strong arm me or nothing like
She like
that.
don't strong arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't strong arm me like, hey, come here, like, nah.
This ain't Mortal Kombat.
You know, like in a cool, like, you know, classy type of way.
Yeah.
I'm for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
At the same way, I look at it like this: if you approach a female and you're, you know, as far as you're feeling her from what you see, you know, aesthetically or whatever like that, she wouldn't want you to come at her all corny or all disrespectful.
Yeah.
The same way as a dude, if she comes at you, you don't want her to be like, you know, come at you like, you know, like corny or like super aggressive or it's not cute. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. But like I said, I don't go through that at all anymore. Not about that life, but I'm speaking in
I like
past
that.
tense,
Yeah,
you know
disclaimer.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had to do
So,
that.
but yeah, man, I don't mind it. Just, you know, like you said, it's how you do it. Now, I don't want her to be like, hey, come here, you know, you're gonna
Bring
come
your
over
ass.
here. Nah,
Get over here.
No Respucians out here. Got it.
She talk like us.
She talking.
Men have been hunting for like 100,000 years already.
Yeah.
Can we just sit back, relax?
But yeah,
Hey,
man.
Baby in the Raider shirt.
We're gonna have to wrap this up, man. If you wanna
Shout-outs.
hit us up, man, hit us up. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at JiggsUpPod. You know, hit us all up if you got any more questions.
Yeah,
There's
we're
some
gonna
damn
have a
good
part
questions.
2.
We're gonna have a part 2 about
Got
this.
lots of questions.
y'all
So
got to
it
drop
was
some
lots of
questions.
questions, man. Man, any shout outs, Adam?
Shout out to all of you in this room, as well as for just having me here. But everyone else that's listening, I appreciate it. They all appreciate it.
We
I'm glad to
appreciate
be
you.
here. So thank you guys.
All right,
That's
Nessa.
what's up, man.
I want to shout out my boy Dion. He said he was gonna kill me if I didn't put it out there.
So
So,
you
hey,
really gonna
Dion.
say it like that?
We got it on tape.
Yeah,
So this
I
nigga
got
breaking
it. I got it on
glass,
snap.
like-
This nigga threatening you?
See,
All right.
yeah. A shout out from a threat, like.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the relationships.
Nah, it's the homie. Like, since I left the group, there's a few people that actually, check on me. And there's a few of them: Dion, Carmichael, of course, Sheena, Charlotte,
Names.
Courtney.
All
Just
kinds of
people
names.
that
Hey
I.
Sheena, what's
been
up with the
fucking with.
eye emojis at my name? What's that all about? You gonna have to hit
Hey,
me up.
Sheena.
Yeah, hit him up
You
personally.
gotta hit me up about that. I don't know.
What up,
what,
D?
Hit him
what
up
was
on
all
the
that
DM.
about on Facebook?
Straight to the DMs.
Well,
And,
anyway.
and shout out to Ashley for hitting me up today. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
All right,
What's
M-Eezi.
Which Ashley? Which one?
Oh, you don't know her. Continue.
Oh, that mic. Okay.
Happy birthday, M-Eezi.
Happy
Oh,
birthday
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Happy
boys right
birthday.
Shout out
Birthday
to my
boy.
birthday and shit. You know
Nigga,
what I'm
30 years old.
Nah. Rest in peace to Mr.
That's
Tupac
3-0.
Shakur.
Yes. Rest in peace.
All
You
right.
20 years.
Day
Man.
before my birthday and shit.
Crazy.
Damn.
Oh man.
Shout outs to the homie Adam G.
Uh-huh.
Damn G for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys for having me once
You know,
again.
He could have been
Yeah.
anywhere in the world,
But here with
but
us.
he's here with the pod. You know,
Hey.
Y'all are missing out. This is some amazing shit.
Aw,
Appreciate
man,
that,
thanks.
man.
Appreciate that.
you gotta come back, bro.
And then my shout out, man, goes out to Mr. Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons looking after his own, man. Even though I don't give a fuck about the Broncos, but I'm glad that
Yeah.
Brandon Marshall picked up 2 endorsements that he lost because of his stance on the national anthem.
Ruthcott.
So
God
Russell
forbid he
Simmons
exits
gave
his
him
rights.
two new endorsements after he lost 2 from his stance on the national anthem. And Russell Simmons, thank you. Shout out to you, because without you, I wouldn't gone vegan after
Yeah.
listening to Happy Vegan. Anyway,
And
so
yoga.
and doing yoga
Namaste.
and getting one of your niece's email
Namaste.
addresses.
Yeah.
So
wait.
so shout out to
What?
Russell.
I missed that last one.
Vanessa, right?
Yeah.
He got Vanessa's
Yes,
email address.
When I got
Remember he
Vanessa's
came, he was like, email address. Like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Cut me
yeah,
off.
man.
That would have been cool in 2003.
Yeah, so but yeah, man. Hey
Real-
Zach, any shout outs from the phone?
He slid that in.
Any shout?
Man, just shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all, man, and I miss y'all, you know, and I hope to see y'all soon.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
Bro.
We miss you.
Yeah. Same love, bro.
Hey, shout out to Shotty out there. Hey, I love you, bro.
Shotty G.
Doing all right.
He gave Shotty a shout out. All right,
And,
man.
shit. Man, one more thing, man. I gotta bring this up, man. I know it happened last week, but shout out to Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah,
Hall of
that's your
Famer.
boy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, congratulations to that man. He killed the speech. And,
No Allen Iverson crime memes for him.
nah, not at all. So, shout out to him. And, like
Pimps
I said,
don't cry.
man, it was good to call in and chop it up with y'all, man. I really appreciate it.
All right, and yeah, I think that's about it for the show.
Yeah, just one last shout out to my fucking Chargers. I'm so glad that y'all didn't get on me because we didn't have enough time. But we go week 2.
I like
It was just
how
week
you-
1.
I like how you
Week
did
2.
that.
Week
I
2
like how you
is
did
coming.
that.
We playing the
That's nice.
Jags. But see, what happened was I didn't wear any of my Charger gear. But this week is
You
gonna be
kinda wore
different.
our
Once
colors
again,
right
how
now.
many
I
points
know.
did you
I
lose
can't
by?
believe I'm wearing you guys' fucking colors
But
right
it's
now.
about hip hop.
It's about hip hop.
It looks great
so
on
you
you.
can get away with
Right?
that.
So
Embrace the
all
dark
you
side.
guys, everybody in here, you guys don't understand. Everybody in here is a Raider fan, but me.
Yeah.
Like,
even-
but me.
I'm telling you, Raider Nation.
Are you
loves
getting the
Simon
point
SD.
Y'all going to Vegas. Fuck it.
Yep.
Shit,
Bye.
we'll go
I
Vegas
can't wait.
anyway.
Bye.
Well,
Can't
anyway,
wait.
Let's go.
hey, the
Right
silver
now.
state is going to be the silver and black state when we get there. Well, anyway, if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do. And if you're not being your motherfucking self, you know what I got to say.
The jig is up.
And we out.
Big is up.
Yeah. Hella delayed.
Hey, Zach.
Aw,
That's that cell phone. You know,
Hey, Zach.
that's that cell phone.
Yo,
Aw,
hit him with the whoop.
Whoop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, man.
Congrats again.
All right,
for sure.
definitely.
All the time, bro.
And we keep it raw out here. All right.
Literally.
Real raw and ridiculous.
Literally.
Real raw and fucking ridiculous.
Y'all
You guys are
crazy.
fucking great.